I try to keep clutter to a minimum in this house, but one thing that we are all obsessed with is shoes. We have a lot of them. We have to figure out how to store the shoes. We have to figure out how to keep them clean and looking good and fresh. And there are also shoe odor issues. So in this video, I'm gonna cover the gamut with you: storage, cleaning, and odors. And for the odor one, you will have to stick around right to the end, where I will share my absolute favorite product to deal with that issue. Just a quick reminder, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe to the Clean My Space channel and give this video a thumbs up if you love shoes as much as I do. And a quick note that I will link all of the products I'm using in this video in the description box down below. First up, let's talk about machine washing your shoes, because many shoes are indeed machine washable. You need a few simple tools, the right products, and you have to know which shoes are indeed machine washable. So the first thing you can do is check the care tag of your shoes. And if your shoe doesn't come with a care tag, you can go on the website of the shoe manufacturer and they will let you know if your shoes are indeed machine washable or not. But in general, shoes with special appliques or leather shoes, suede, anything like that, you do not want to put in the machine. But fabric shoes like these, my gym shoes, my golf shoes, as well as these shoes, which are Allbirds, they are Chads, they are machine washable. My daughter's shoes, I chuck those in the washing machine, like Skechers or even, Geox or Sorel sandals, like all of that stuff can go in the wash. Even if you have a pair of fabric shoes like Converse, Keds, or Toms, those can all be machine washed as well. So this is how you're gonna machine wash your shoes. Let's get the leather shoes out of the way. First up, you want to remove your laces, because laces, when cleaned separately, actually can look brand new and freshly revived. What you don't realize over time is that even if your laces look clean, where they're looped in at the grommet of the shoe, they tend to get really dirty. So if you notice that your laces are dirty, you can pre-treat them with a little bit of laundry pre-treater. In this case, I would recommend OxiClean. You can just spray it on the lace, and then you can put it into a delicates bag. Now, I have a separate delicates bag here, and I'm using that for two reasons. First of all, you always want to put laces into the delicates bag so that they don't get tangled up with any other laundry that you're putting into the wash during the cycle. And of course, you can put your shoes in with other things that you're washing, or you can wash them on your own. That's entirely up to you. I am neutral on the matter, totally your call. Next, I've got these cool shoe cleaning bags. And the reason I think these are neat is because if you are indeed laundering your shoes with other items, let's say your cleaning cloths, this kind of keeps everything separate and apart, but allows them to be washed at the same time. Now, because these shoes are large, I'm putting one in a bag. But if you had smaller feet, these are quite large. They're like a size 72 men. So we can only get one shoe in at a time. But of course, if you have a small, regular sized foot like myself, 8.5, 9 women's, easy to fit a pair of shoes in one of these bags. They're great. They get your shoes clean. They keep your dirt separate. The way that you're gonna wash your shoes is you're going to use a regular but good quality, powerful detergent. This is the one that I always use. You're gonna use cold water because you don't want any of the heat to melt any of the glue on the shoe, but as most of you know, I am a big fan of cold water washing anyway. You can use a regular or a gentle cycle. Once that's done, you can pull these out and you can simply leave them to air dry. You don't wanna put them by a heat source, you just want to let them air dry on their own. If you want to help speed up the air drying process, you can crinkle up some newspaper and pop that into the shoe to help absorb moisture. But they should be able to dry fully in about 24 hours. Now, if you have shoes that need to be cleaned by hand, so leather or suede would be the most common, you will need the following cleaning tools and products to get the job done. Now, I will also note that I have a package of shoe cleaning wipes here, and I'm just gonna address these really quick. I'm not a fan of disposable products in general. I think a lot of folks know that. However, every now and then there is a time and a place. And if you're someone who loves to have a clean pair of shoes, whether you're going into a formal event or a work event, or you're just wearing a pair of sneakers with a nice outfit and you wanna make sure that you're looking your best, and you were just somewhere that was really dirty, it's quite handy to have a package of these wipes in your car so that you can quickly clean up your shoes and make yourself look polished and ready to go. I will say that shoes complete an outfit, and if you have dirty shoes but the rest of you looks great, not a good look. So definitely a good idea. So I have two types of shoes here. I have a pair of leather sneakers that I've had, probably had these since 2016 or 2017. And you can see I take pretty good care of them, so they look pretty decent. And then I have a pair of my friend's Birks. They spilled some coffee on their Birks this morning, so perfect timing for me to show you how to clean suede shoes. Now, suede shoes are a little finicky, which is why you need to have a special brush for them. I've got this link down below. They're really easy to find, but what they do is they kind of brush dirt out of the nap, and then you can use the kind of rubber parts of the brush to get rid of any dirt, like the friction kind of lifts out dirt. Ideally, you don't want to use any liquid or product on suede because it really can damage the look and the finish, and it's like playing shoe roulette whenever you use a product. So wherever possible, try to dry brush the stain out. So let me show you how to do that first, and then we'll get into the product and how to clean the rest of your leather shoes. So I'm just gonna start by sticking my hand in the shoe so I have a nice stable setup here. Then I'm gonna take the first part, the most firm part of the brush, and I'm going to go in a circular motion over the stains. And this just helps to massage and lift the nap and helps to lift out any of the dirt. Now, you want to be thorough, but you also want to be gentle because you don't want to wear the area any more than necessary, or else it'll start to kind of look obvious. And there's an area right over here. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna use the rubber side of the brush to help massage that nap and get it looking like the rest of the suede or the nubuck. I'm just using a gentle circular motion to do that. And this is something you can do on this type of shoe every now and then, just to refresh it and keep it looking even in its wear. And then just like vacuuming, you can kind of even it out at the end. And look at that, the stain is totally gone. I didn't have to use any product to get rid of it, just a simple suede brush. So my Air Force Ones don't look too bad, but I wanna get the soles looking cleaner, and I'm definitely seeing some dirt here on the leather. Now, one thing I'll note here is I could remove the laces and machine wash them by pre-treating them with OxiClean, putting them into a delicates bag, and just laundering them the next time I do a load of whites. However, I am feeling lazy. I don't feel like restringing them. But I will say this, if you want your shoes to look clean, having clean laces definitely plays into that. So I am just admitting to you that I'm being lazy right now, but I'm also advising you to do it. Okay, the other thing I will note is that I have a finish on here. You can see this holographic finish. This is why I love the shoe, which I'm going to avoid when I'm cleaning. I'll just use a little bit of water to clean this. I'm not gonna use any product. So if your shoe has any special feature, you definitely want to avoid cleaning it with any product, or you can test the product in a hidden area first. So here are the tools that I'm using to get my shoes clean. First, I've got 2 bowls of water. One is going to be my clean water, and one is going to be the water that I mix my product in. Then I've got a couple of Maker's Clean microfiber cloths. I think you all know I'm obsessed with these because they are mine, and I will link these for you down below, but these are really great, just general purpose cloths, workhorse cloths to get the job done. And then I've got a Maker's Clean waffle weave towel that I'm gonna lay down to do all of my work. And one of the reasons we love these is because they are so big, you can do so much with them, like cleaning your shoes. All right, so got that lined up, and then the product that I'm using is a product called Shoe Magic. This is a great kit, and I've used it for a long time. I really like it. It comes with a number of different products in here. First up, you've got a shoe cleaning brush. This is great both for dry cleaning. So the first thing you always do is you just dry brush any of the dirt off your shoe, and then you actually use this to massage product into the leather and to clean the sole. You've got a shoe freshener. We'll get to you in a moment. You've got a water and stain repellent product, which is something you would use as a finishing touch. And then you get a double pack of the cleaner and the conditioner. Again, I cannot recommend this product enough. I have used it for a long time and I have great results with it. So here's what I'm gonna do first. I'm gonna grab the dry brush and I'm gonna remove as much of the surface dirt as I can from the shoe. And the reason this is important is because the less dirt there is on the shoe, the less cleaning you have to do. If I wet the dirt on the shoe, it's actually gonna make more of a mess. So it behooves me to get rid of the dirt first. So let's just do that. And you'll notice that I'm holding the shoe down, vertical instead of horizontal. That's just allowing all the dirt to fall right down to the ground. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wet the brush, I'm gonna apply a bit of this product onto the brush, and then I'm gonna start scrubbing the shoe. If you're gonna do multiple pairs of shoes, by the way, do all of the dry brushing first before you wet your brush. Just a little tip. All right, so I'm getting some product in there. It's gonna get nice and foamy. And I can clean both the leather and the sole. And I'm gonna use a circular motion to do this. Now, if you choose, you can also clean the fabric part of your shoe using the same technique. Now I'm just going to use my damp cloth to clean the holographic area just with some water. I don't want to get product on there. You can see that's nice and shiny. I want these so clean I can check my teeth for broccoli. So clean and reflective. Now, because this product is both a cleaner and a conditioner, when you're done your cleaning, you can take a dry cloth and simply wipe the product off. But the remnants of the product can stay on the shoe and act as a conditioner, which is kind of cool. Okay, now that your shoe is clean, you have the option of applying water and stain repellent. Now, this product does not keep your shoe clean. It just makes anything that's dirty not stick to your shoe as well. So you will still have to wipe your shoe clean. You just won't have to work as hard to get the dirt off. I hope that makes sense. So the way that this product works is you simply hold it about 8 inches, kind of like hairspray. You simply hold it about 8 inches from the shoe. You just apply it. And you let it dry for 24 hours. A big challenge in any shoe lover's house is storage, because shoes get stored horizontally, right? And you need tons and tons of space. In fact, if I could build a dream house, I would have an entire room just dedicated to shoes. Now, obviously it would have extraordinary filtration in that room, but until that happens, I want to show you a shoe storage tool that I think is brilliant, and it's a very, very simple solution. This is an adjustable shoe storage slot. It's plastic and it is pretty easy to adjust. You're simply gonna put it down, and what you wanna do is adjust it to the height of the bottom shoe. And what it'll allow you to do is to stack your shoes in a way so that you can essentially double up the amount of horizontal space that you have for storing shoes. So I'm putting my first shoe in there. Then I'm pinching the area right here where the grommet is, adjusting it down to the height of the shoe. And then I'm popping the other shoe on there in the opposite direction. So this is what it looks like. and then you can slide this right into your closet. What's great about these is that because they're height adjustable, they can accommodate higher pitched shoes like pumps or high tops. So I've sort of adjusted this one to fit the high top. Essentially, you're gonna pop one at the bottom, and you've got this textured surface here at the base, as well as this little ledge here. So you'll put your shoe on just like so, and it won't slide or move around. But now you can see I've effectively doubled the amount of horizontal shoe storage that I have. I can imagine someone getting really excited about these and getting like 50 of these shoe storage slots and just going to town. Especially for families that have, 4 or 5 people who each have 5 pairs of shoes or something like that. This can make a huge difference. No one likes smelly shoes. In fact, I'll tell you, I take my daughter to a birthday party at this gymnastics place every now and again, because a lot of the parents in our area like this place. But what they do is they make you take your shoes off as soon as you get in. And let me tell you, the vestibule of this gymnastics place, the stench is awful. Like, why would they do that? It's the most uninviting smell. Anyway, it's obviously because it's just full of people's stinky shoes. So if you do not want to be a contributor to the Stinky Shoe Society, there are a few different things you can do. I have talked before about making a mixture of baking soda and cornstarch. You can do 2 parts baking soda, 1 part cornstarch, and you can sprinkle that into your shoe. You only need a pinch, like a 1/4 teaspoon. You're gonna put it in, you can kind of tap it around the shoe and then get rid of any of the excess. You don't want it sitting in the shoe and gumming up, okay? Now, if you don't wanna do that, you could always get one of these products. This one came with the Shoe Magic Kit. It's a shoe freshener. Oftentimes, these will be enzyme-based. Some of them are even probiotic-based, and they kind of eat away at the bad bacteria and replace it with good bacteria, AKA bacteria that doesn't smell. But what I really like, what's really easy, are these activated charcoal bags. This is activated bamboo charcoal, and they come in these gray bags. These will last anywhere from 2 to 5 years. And you can have these in a little basket in your shoe closet. And when someone gets home, all they have to do is just put one in each shoe, and these just eat the odors. It is the easiest thing in the world. When you go and grab your shoes, you take out the bags, you put them back in the basket, and you're on your way. These are very easy ways to deal with shoe odor. A couple of other tips: make sure that you're always wearing socks with your shoes, and if your shoes are sweaty or wet after wear, make sure that they can stay out and air dry, because if your shoes don't get to dry, the bacteria and the moisture, everything festers, it gets smelly. And you can remove the insoles of your shoes and you can machine wash those sometimes. So just check the care label, and if that's doable, I definitely recommend it. Now, if you like the Clean My Space YouTube channel, you are welcome to become a Clean My Space community member. I've got information on how you can do that in the description box down below. It's a lovely way to support the Clean My Space channel. That brings me to this week's comment question, which is, how many pairs of shoes do you have? Or do you estimate that you have? If I had to take an estimate, I would say I have 30 pairs of shoes. 30 pairs, which I feel like I could probably do with 40, but I have 30. But I would love to know in the comments down below how many you think you have and what you think a reasonable amount of shoes to have is. If you'd like to see how I reset my house every Sunday, you can check out this video right here for my Sunday reset routine. And if you haven't done so already, make sure that you subscribe to the Clean My Space channel and give this video a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.